that 12:20 a.m. vibes out here. Oh, I'm so tired. But it's okay. We do it. We do it for the love of new animals every month. There she is. Drop me off right here if you don't mind. I'm gonna flip the lights on and then just kind of get this out of the way so they can just back up.
Put her in that gate?
Yep. I haven't put one in here in a few years.
I was about to say, I've never seen a horse in here.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much. We have quarantine stalls for like when resit mares come from resit farms and stuff.
Yeah.
But like I have no clue where she's been and stuff. So this will give her a little pasture by herself out here and she can,
Yeah, when they come in at ours, yeah, we keep them in around there for a couple
Yeah.
days all by themselves.
But she's not as poorly as I thought she might be, so that's good.
She's pretty though.
She's very pretty. You're gonna
Call
be.
you Miss Charlotte all night, huh?
She's Charlotte, yeah. She's
Yes.
staying Charlotte.
That's what I called her the whole way. So
No, yeah, well,
I
it was
check on
too
her.
perfect. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch Bridgerton,
Yes.
but like, I have Daphne, Penelope, Eloise, and so we have Charlotte now. So there's just sticking with the theme. She's not quite as skinny as, you know, she could have been coming from a kill pen, but we're definitely going to give her some groceries. She's definitely a little underweight, looks a little skittish. The lady said that she wouldn't even, you know, let her pet her and stuff, so. But anyway, this is Charlotte. Charlotte was not expected, which I think I say every single time we get a new animal. We were sitting at the lake house on my birthday weekend, and we were just discussing like how, you know, my parents and Jonathan, they're like, we didn't get you anything for your birthday. And I'm like, that's fine. I need just like a get out of jail free card. Like that's what I wanted for my birthday. And then I was scrolling, and it's funny because I don't follow any kill pen pages on Facebook or anything like that. But this happened 3 years ago with Indy, and then it happened with Charlotte, where, you know, like just out of nowhere it pops up, and it was this beautiful 7-year-old gray mare being ridden bareback, you know, gorgeous movement, comes with papers, all this stuff, and she's in this kill pen. And I was like, well, who's buying her and who's paying for the hauling for my birthday? So Daddy and Jonathan split her, and so she's my birthday present. And the reason we have her down here is because while we have those outside stalls in our arena for like quarantining when we get horses from other breeding farms, from resit farms, that kind of thing, those horses are like insured to be, you know, vaccinated. I'm familiar with the facilities they come from, that kind of thing. Whereas Charlotte, I have no clue who she's been around, where she's been, what she's come into contact with. I have no idea if she has anything. So we are keeping her as far from the horses as possible. We'll wash our hands after we touch her and touch something else. So we will quarantine her down here, get a wellness checkup from the vet with her, get her all vaccinated, you know, get the farrier out here for her feet, do all that stuff before we ever take her up to the barn. So my job now is to get her friendly with me, get some weight on her, get her checked out, and then we will go from there. But as of right now, this is our newest addition to the resit mares, which right now, because none of them are pregnant, they are just the freeloaders in the pasture getting fat on grass. So I cannot wait until she's a part of that clan. And I will see y'all tomorrow when it's daylight.
I think I'm gonna have to take another ride in the golf cart. Easy, girl.
Oh, honey, I probably shouldn't have walked.
Good girl. 2 more.
She looks big from some angles, and then she's so, you know, thin right now that sometimes she doesn't look that big.
Okay,
But standing next to Dr. Matthew, who's super tall, she's a big girl. So
One more.
she came here Monday I guess
Make 'em
Tuesday
around
morning.
the
It was like 1 a.m. when
Think
she
she
got
has a
here.
preference.
Keeping her away until we figure out, do blood tests, get her vaccinated, make sure that she has time to let anything run its course if she does have something. She just got her strangles vaccine, so she hated that. But that's basically what we're doing right now. Just doing a little wellness exam, listening to her, seeing if there's anything needing addressed, and we'll go from there. She was not a fan of the vaccines. More treats.
So she got all her shots. I'm gonna run over and grab my stethoscope and just
Yep.
take a listen to her heart.
Yep.
I feel like we're checking
I
her
get
out.
it. I bet you got a stethoscope back there. You just want to drive the golf cart.
You need anything else? Or you want me to go back and get You need anything at your house?
Dr.
I'll
Matthew
run
just wanted an excuse to drive
I'll
the
run
golf
over
cart.
to your house.
Yeah, Dr. Matthew had to get something from his truck, he says. So I think it was just an excuse to drive the golf cart.
My belly sticks out too far getting out of that thing. Like trying to get
I get
underneath
out of the
steer-
other side.
Trying to get underneath that steering wheel. But her right's good.
Pretty girl.
What's her name?
Charlotte.
All right, Miss Charlotte. Hello. She's
Right.
very cautious about
No,
what you're gonna be doing.
I'm glad I got her now and not like next or January, like it gives us so much time of getting her used to things before we start, using her as a recip and stuff. So
If you guys would just desensitize her from her back end, just palpate her a couple times a week, get her used to that. It looks like she has had a Caslix, but it's not currently in.
okay.
And as I can't tell if she's had a baby before. I mean, she
Right.
may have had a Caslix when she was running to keep her from sucking wind, but she does not have one in there right now.
Okay.
And I can see where the sutures have been.
Gotcha.
Like the suture.
I mean, it makes sense if she was, training at one point and if she was a windsucker,
Yeah,
but-
I don't know why they would. Usually, if they put them in, there's no reason to take them out unless
Right.
they've had a baby. Or
I mean, she's seven
bred.
and she didn't race. So I would assume that's a long period of time for her to have sat somewhere and someone didn't try to breed her. She's probably had one, but who knows?
She's actually calmer working around her back end than around where you're drawing blood and around
Right.
her head.
Right.
So maybe she has had a baby.
Okay. Well, that's all good. Let me know if there's anything pops up on the blood and stuff.
When did she get here?
2 days ago.
So she'll be here in this
2-3 weeks.
in this quarantine spot for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't want to mess around with that, with all my mares and babies up there and stuff.
Yeah, no.
So there's a little pasture back here. After a couple more days of her chilling out, I'm gonna start putting her back there.
What's she think about the cows?
She hasn't seen the cows yet. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. Now, Miss Charlotte obviously is gonna be back here for a while. I do plan on putting her out in the pasture, so let me know if you would like to see a little montage of that, of her frolicking in the grass when the time comes. I do plan on her going out with Raven and Willow and Maggie at some point and being a part of the freeloader pasture. I think that would just be amazing for her, but we're just not there yet. We're only 3 days into her being here and being safe. I hope y'all love Charlotte like I do. Everything kind of checked out on the vet check except for we don't have her blood panel back yet. So hopefully all that comes back well, and I don't know. So I hope you like that one. Like, subscribe, comment. Those 3 things help me out so much. And of course, we always have new merch drops happening. We actually have a bunch of stuff for 4th of July up right now. Like there might actually be a patriotic squirt shirt out. I'm just gonna let you go look at it, okay? Go to katievanslike.net/shop. Go shopping. Always tag me in pictures on your Instagram and your Facebook when you post in your KVS merch. I love seeing it and reposting it. But I'll see y'all in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed.